I just feel bad. What if he's a little Jew kid? He's in there boxing.
He's a little fucking like Lee.
Like Lee, nice kid. He just
Your buddy Bisping kicked ass this past weekend. I didn't even get to see the whole thing, but I saw the end.
Oh my God, Kung Lee. You know, we were talking about that with Rich Franklin last week. Kung Lee's 42 years old. Your body is one thing.
Yeah.
You know, you never really want to accept your age. You always accept, well, I'm in great shape for 51. Great. Great. That doesn't mean I'm going to go fight somebody.
Yeah.
You know, when you're, I think after a certain age, I got to tell you something. By looking at his face, my thing comes right in. His vision, his hand to coordination was completely fucking off. Or Bisping took speed tablets and you can't see his fucking hands. Look at his face. Nobody could punch you that many fucking times. Unless you, and bro, I'm telling you, your reactions go after a certain age. You think your hand's here, but it's really fucking down here. You know, he's 40 fucking 2 years old. I don't care how many TRT shots you take, unless you stick them right in your fucking eyeballs. And you can see through walls. It ain't gonna fucking help you. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean,
do you feel your hand-eye coordination change?
No, but I know it did. I know I still can't steal a basketball from you. You know, when I was fucking 16, I could lift the ball from you if you were dribbling. As soon as you left your hand, I'm on you. Yeah. I got your shorts. You're dead. I can't do that now. I can't do that. I was telling the jiu-jitsu guy yesterday, and he goes, "That's a great pass. I do this tackle pass." And he goes, "You really getting good at it." That's all I got. That's all I got. I'm 51. I can't move my foot to drop the knee in your belly. I can't do that. I've tried it, and you flip me right over. All I got is the tackle pass. That means I put your fucking ankles together, and I put this shoulder on your knees, and I work you up like a spider. And then I try to choke you, go for your fucking arm before I lay on you for 15 minutes and get my oxygen back. You know, I'm not going to lie to nobody here, but that's what works for me at this age.
Sure.
I'm 300 pounds. If I tackle pass you and pin your knees down and put my shoulder into you, I got you. You're trying to fight me sideways. It ain't going to work. I got your legs. It's over. I took your legs from you. Now I lay on top of you until you huff and puff, then I start going for your fucking arm. Whoever huffs and puffs first the most. There was a puddle of sweat under my head. I kept looking at it. I was laying on top of the guy, but I was sideways, and the sweat was hitting. And I looked down, and it was fucking 3 inches of moisture. Jiu-jitsu, you sweat so fucking much. Plus, it was 90 fucking degrees.
Have you done it, Lee?
No, I haven't. I just started working out like 2 months ago.
Lee's on the elliptical. He's a purple belt in the elliptical again.
Is that what you're doing, elliptical?
That's what I've been doing for now. But then,
you ready for another edible? You're not looking high enough,
fine.
dog.
But there was like a Groupon deal for like 25 classes 15 classes for $25 right down the street. So, and Joey's been telling me to do new stuff because it's going to get boring, and it is a little bit. I mean, cardio has been working for me so far, but I figure in 15 kettlebell classes I could like learn the basic technique and then do it on my own.
Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't taken a class yet, but
that's what you're going to do.
Yeah, I'm going to try to. Just I was on teams a little bit in high school, but I was never good. It was just I was just doing it. So a little bit of exercise. I played freshman year of football, and then I wrestled.
Yeah, fuck yeah, Lee.
But it was.
What did you play in football?
Fucking nothing. I didn't play when I was a little kid, and the first time I ever went was freshman year, and I was terrible. I think I played like 2 plays the entire year, but it was just I don't know.
Would they put you on the line?
Of course. I mean, I wasn't this big, and I can't run, but it was. And I was always terrible at sports.
Where was this? What city?
Right outside of Boston, like 45 minutes outside of Boston. And the school was terrible at football.
Did you get fucking wrecked? Do you remember?
No, I mean a couple times during practice, and then so one time during football practice, I almost thought I was going to puke, and I pretended I did so I could get out of the rest of practice because it wasn't for me. But when I first started working out a couple months ago, the first time I lifted it a little bit past, like the first day I did it, I slept for 15 hours. The first time I went over, like I tried pushing myself, I had to sit in the gym locker room for like 10 minutes because I was sure I was going to puke.
Really?
Yeah, oh yeah.
And this is in how old?
This is 2 weeks ago.
I'm 26.
This is 2 weeks ago?
Yeah. Like a month and a half ago, yeah. But no, it's crazy how much I can do now, and it's a lot of fun, but it's just it's
awesome, man.
I was never good at it, and I know my kids are going to be terrible at it. But I think it's important to do sports, and I think even if you're going to be bad at it.
Yeah, of course.
Because like I was always a bigger kid, but
You
like
were
I
bad
didn't.
at that because you never gave it a chance.
No, I was just.
I was bad at everything, but you had to give it a chance. I was horrible at fucking basketball my 6th grade year.
I'm a short Jew. What do you want me to play? We don't do
Horrible.
anything.
Horrible. You got to be good at something.
No.
You got to be good at lifting weights, a strength team. We got to put you.
You know
on
what
a
I was?
squat team.
The one thing I was happy with is I never really got pinned in wrestling. I was always able to kind of like sneak out. I would lose a lot, but I would sneak out the whole time. But do you guys have like plays you remember? I remember I was in like 2nd grade, and the highlight of my baseball career was one I hit a triple one game, and then once at second base the guy hit it right into my glove. I didn't even have to move my hand. I don't know. I have like vivid because I have so little sports.
Oh, that's why.
Highlights
for sure. I remember that plays for the same reason.
Yeah.
Man. I remember plays because our bank of them
It's so small, tiny.
I have it like basically a bank from like 4th grade through high school. But then if you talk to somebody that played college or professional, obviously like their bank of memories, But like I vividly remember like I remember getting a guy. Like the first, like not just big strong guy, but savvy. You know what I mean by savvy? Like this dude actually figured out. Most on the high school level, you're not talking about like it's just like your pure ability. It's like, are you a really good athlete? Are you a mediocre athlete? And then you're just using your athlete. But some guys are like tacticians, and it's really rare at that age. I remember this guy just being able to like read what I did, and then I remember one of his moves like was just to give you a head slap over your ear hole, and he was a big
in football.
Yeah, man, those ring differently. Those fucking hurt so much more than like somebody throwing a shoulder or arm into your chest. Like he gave me the head slap on the side, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And he knew what he was doing, and like he knew, like he led me into it. Even like he like walked me into it, and then came around with his big long fucking arm. He was probably 6'6", like 6'5", 6'6". And a big kid for a fucking high school kid, like 270, like he was a big guy. And those guys, like you don't see that not every high school team has that fucking guy, where he's not just like a big strong kid, but he knows like the insides of like how to figure out what you're doing. It's really rare.
Yeah.
I was terrible.
Really?
I was terrible.
We practiced basketball a lot.
I was terrible in baseball. Listen.
Wait,
the worst thing is to be bad in baseball when you're Cuban. Okay, and I joined the North Bergen leagues. I joined the stickball leagues in New York. I was good in New York. The problem I always had growing up, and we never talked, so it's great. I had a big problem. Like I was great in practice,
yeah,
but I was horrible in games.